This is a video for my single ladies, the ones on the dating apps. Some of you need to check your attitude. On social media, on TikTok and even Instagram, and just seeing some people who have been single for a long time. There's some women out there that have been single for a long time, and be careful. I hope this isn't you, but maybe you know someone like this, or if it is you, maybe this will be your catalyst to change yourself, your thoughts, so you get a better outcome. So I've been seeing a lot of ladies going on the dating apps and complaining about men and how men show up and how men respond to you and how men are just not good, right? And I just want to say, you ladies need to check your attitude, okay? Some of you are going to stay single forever if you do not check your attitude. You may think that these men aren't making plans, they're not replying properly to your Tinder or Hinge message, and that is fine. You can have that opinion, but is that helping you? Is it helping you? Is that energy helping you stay magnetic, stay in your feminine? Is that helping you be caring and kind? Men are not as good at communication and maintaining and building relationships, but what we think about manifests in the 3D. So if you go on the dating app and you think, oh, this is the worst thing, I hate dating apps, men are shit, this is never going to work, and then you get on the dating app and then you get on Instagram and you say, hey guys, I'm on the dating app, I spoke to this guy and he said this, and what a loser. I saw a girl speak in her stories about how a guy asked her about her music taste and she rattled off all of these artists and expected like an amazing response from him, and he just gave a simple response and she was like and threw everything away. She obviously liked the guy and thought he was attractive, at least at the very beginning, at the very least. And because he didn't respond the way she expected, or actually probably the way she expected because she's coming in with a negative attitude, but he didn't respond right. And so she just called him cocky and up himself and all these names to her Instagram following. And I was like, how can you do, what is going on here? And so I see other women getting on TikTok and sharing their dating stories, and I'm just like, you can't, I think you can have everything you want, but when I started finding success on the dating apps was when, one, I changed my story of how the dating apps are. Like, for instance, my story was that I'll never meet anyone on a dating app, and lo and behold, I didn't. I went on a few dates, but I never met anyone that I liked. And then when I said, wait a second, that's a story I'm telling, that doesn't have to be true. Literally the next day, I went on a date with a guy who was great, an amazing guy. That didn't end up working out, but we did date for a few weeks. And then shortly after that, when that didn't work out, I met my now boyfriend, and we've been together for a while, like over a year and a half. So that's when I just changed the story of what I was putting out there about the dating apps. But before that, I'd already changed my story about men, and I had so many more dates and quality dates. So just check your attitude and don't indulge in these conversations with other women about how dating apps are terrible and men are just so bad at everything. Well, that's what you're going to get. If you keep telling that story, that is what you're going to get back. So I just wanted to share that quickly because I've seen it a lot, and I'm like, I can see it straight up. Never going to meet anyone with that attitude. No one wants to be around that type of person, whether you know about the law of assumption or not. You're walking into a date thinking this guy is probably like every other guy who's lame. Well, that's what you're going to get. And if you don't get that, you're going to turn him off because your attitude is so bad. Or you're going to notice all the bad things about him when he's probably a really good guy. and you could give him a chance. And you know, sometimes relationships take a few dates or a few months to blossom into whatever it needs to be. It's two people running their own race. It's, you know, you need time to combine that. You need time to like understand each other and like work with each other and decide if it's okay and if it's right. And there'll be conflict and there'll be fun and all sorts of things that you've got to ride. So just be careful if you're single and trying to date. Just check your attitude, check what your beliefs are and what you're putting out into the world so that you don't repel possible suitors, possible good men out there. I hope that helps. If you liked it, please comment, please subscribe, put a like, and I'll see you in the next video.